field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson going right to the air. And incomplete to open things up.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 29 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Six nothing our score after one. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 31 yards. And the Colts are able to move back in front. Richardson will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Gets through and now an opening. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.